Hello, I'm Stingo, and I'm here to read you a book, one of me favourite stories from the Brothers Grimm fairy tales. The Four Musicians. There once was a poor old donkey named Percy, who served his master well for many years. Then, one day, his master said to him,
"You don't seem to be working as well as you used to, so I'm going to give you a sound beating, just to make you work a little harder."
This was too much for the donkey, and he made up his mind to run away that same day. Now, in the same part of the country, there was an old hunting dog named Percy, who had served his master very well for many years. Then, one day, his master said to him,
"You can't run as fast as you used to. In fact, you are not worth your keep, so I'm going to have you destroyed in the morning."
This was too much for the dog to handle, and he made up his mind to run away that very same day. Percy and Dog met up with each other on the road that led to the big city. "What are you doing so far from home?" demanded the donkey when he saw the dog.
"Alas," replied the dog, "when I grew up too old to chase rabbits for me master, he said he was going to have me killed, so I ran away."
"What's the same happened to me?" said Percy. "Let's make for the city and become musicians. I am very musical, you know." And he brayed loudly.
"So am I,"
said the dog, and he barked loudly. The two new friends had only gone a little way down the road when they came upon a most miserable-looking cat named Percy. Her fur was all wet, and she looked as if she could scarcely put one paw in front of the other. "Whatever's the matter with you?" asked Donkey.
"Alas," said the cat, "me mistress tried drowning me in a pail of water just because I didn't catch as many mice for her as I did yesterday." "Then you had better join us," said the dog. "We are two musicians on our way to the big city to form a band." "I should be delighted, I'm sure," purred the cat. "I sing very well."
The three friends were still many miles from the big city when they came upon rather a grand-looking cock sitting on a fence by himself.
"Hi!"
called out the cock.
"Where are you three going?"
"We're off to form a band in the big city," Donkey told him. "With a voice like yours, you ought to be in our band."
"Nothing I would like better,"
crowed the cock.
"For I happen to be looking for a change of residence, I am." "You mean you're running away?" "I suppose. Well, you should come with us,"
said the dog. So Cock joined the three friends, and all four went down the road together, with Cock riding on Donkey's back. And on the way, he told them his very own sad story.
"There's not much to it,"
said Cock.
"I just happened to overhear me missus tell master that she meant to boil me for her Sunday dinner. That's all."
and he shook out his tail feathers. Cat purred in deep sympathy. Dog howled and donkey brayed, and all three comforted the cock, which made him crow loudly. So the four friends went along until they reached a deep, dark forest.
"It's growing dark," said Cock. "If I may, I would like to suggest we find a place in the forest where we can be comfortable for the night."
Dog, cat, and donkey all agreed that this was a splendid idea, and so the four friends entered the forest. Presently, Donkey made a suggestion. "As it is growing very dark," he said, "I think Cat should be ahead and spy out the land."
"Excellent idea,"
purred Cat, who was proud of her keen eyesight.
"I'll do that."
Off she went, but was soon back, her fur on end with excitement.
"You'll never guess,"
she began.
"Beyond these trees, there's a house with a light in the window."
"Sleeping in the house will be much better than sleeping in the forest," said Donkey.
"Not so fast,"
said Dog.
"We must make sure the house is empty. I'll tell you what, we can all peep inside their window. If I can stand on Donkey, Cat on my back, and Cock on top of Cat."
This was hailed as a very good idea, and soon all four friends were looking through the lighted window, and what do you think they saw? Four fierce-looking men who were really desperate robbers sat around a table eating and drinking. The robbers were much too drunk to believe their eyes when they saw the animals at the window, and soon they went back to their feasting. Meanwhile, Donkey was consulting with his friends how best would they get into the house.
"I don't like it,"
said Cat nervously.
"These men look so fierce that it's very likely they would kill us. They'd kill us if they could."
"But we mustn't give them a chance," said Donkey. "We must drive them away," he went on solemnly. "And this is how we'll do it." When his friends understood his plan, they all prepared themselves to burst through the window just as the robbers were drinking the last drop of ale. With a great crash and a splintering of glass, Donkey broke the window with a flash of his hoofs. Then came the moment of attack. Braying loudly, Donkey kicked out wildly at the nearest robber. Crowing shrilly, Cock pecked at the head of another robber. Meowing loudly, Cat scratched the heads of yet another robber. And growling fiercely, Dog bit the leg of the last robber. There was so much noise and confusion that the robbers thought they were being attacked by evil spirits and fled into the forest. Then, feeling very pleased with themselves, the four musicians sat down to a table and began to eat the food the robbers had left. "The plan worked," said Donkey proudly. "We can eat and drink to our fill, and then settle down for a quiet night's rest."
I'll keep watch,"
said Cat, as Donkey blew out the light. And it was just as well she did, for the leader of the robbers returned to find out what was going on. In the darkness, he even mistook Cat's shining eyes for live coals and tried to light his candle with them. Scratching and spitting, Cat flew into his face, and that was the very end of the robbers. For when their leader returned, he told them that the evil spirits were far too powerful to be driven away. By morning, the four musicians liked the house so well that they made up their minds to stay, and to begin practice at once. So, if by chance you're in the forest and you hear the sound of music, you can be certain that it is the 4 musicians hard at work. That's the finish. Thank you all for watching. Remember to subscribe to this channel and hit like and leave a comment at the bottom.